Mount Binga is a 4-week camp that Year 9 students go on, and it's about them kind of working together in community and learning about how to be independent, kind of working with people that they might not always work with.
Mount Binga is owned and operated by Emmanuel Lutheran College. I thoroughly believe in the program, have been doing this with my wife for over 30 years. It's an amazing experience, so welcome to Mount Binga. Students learn some basic skills while they're on site, such as milking cows, feeding animals, cleaning, cooking, and then some other outdoor skills, such as hiking. We do horse riding, high ropes activities, and a few other things like that. It's an important time for kids to be away. It's a time of growth.
And it's got Christian values that underpin it, and it's all about learning how to work together and understanding that they themselves are working with everyone else to get a particular job done.
Seeing their light bulb moments, so just when they come to camp and they kind of seem a bit clueless, they're in a new environment and then they just evolve while they're here and they kind of have these breakthrough moments. That's really rewarding for us as staff members.
Give everything a go once you're out here. Don't worry about the experience at all. Staff are here to support you. We'll give you as much support as we can. I think people think it's kind of like a super intense camp where you'll just kind of be doing work the whole time, but we're actually sewing into you guys. And you might not always see it while you're here, but when you get home, people realise that, you actually change a lot from the experience.
I went to Binga in 2011 as a grade 9 student and have been back 2 or 3 more times with grade 6 for week-long experiences. For me, arriving at Mount Binga was quite nervous. I wasn't too nervous about experiences. I think I was more nervous about having time away from home. Binga taught me a lot. It taught me a lot to step out of my comfort zone, but also to try new things and not be afraid of trying new things, even when it seems a bit daunting. Teaches you good time management skills, and you actually have to do chores and things like that. You don't get another choice. If it's not done, then you don't get it, so quite simple. Definitely pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, try new things, but working together as a team and learning to communicate, listen to other people's ideas and come up with an idea you're all going to follow and pursue. I think to believe in yourself and that you can do hard things, even when it doesn't seem like you can. So definitely resilience is something that came out of it. Try to get yourself out of the comfort zone before going. Pack your own bag so you know what you do have, but also just go with it. Like, try it. If it doesn't work, but there's no harm in trying. Not many schools do it. And I think at grade 9, it's a particular age which is quite tough. Curriculum things, but also friendships as well. It's a lot changes in that sort of year level. So I think it's a good time to go. It's a good length of time to go. It's enough for you to be pushed way outside of your comfort zone, but not too far. And I think it's what makes Faith who we are. And a lot of kids come because of the experience. And when you tell the stories, lots of people want to know a lot more.
I think it's really fun. I think I've learned a lot, both physically and mentally. I love it here. I've made lots of new friends.
Very solo, independent. You have to do everything by yourself.
With my mates, hanging out with them and doing all these challenges with them has really been a good inspiration with me. I'm starting to really appreciate nature.
When getting asked to do jobs, instead of complaining, just do them straight away. Because if you just do it instead of complaining, it's a lot more easier. So yeah, just more helpful, I guess, yeah.
I was very nervous when I arrived and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get through this, but now that I'm with the boys, I've done the hike and we're all motivating each other. So it's just easy days now.
The Mount Binga experience is such a unique camp, mostly because of our residential approach to it. So the kids cook for themselves, clean for themselves, and it's mostly focused on living in community with each other. And that's really backed up by the activities that they do as a group throughout the camp.
That and also teaches them a lot of independence that they might not have gotten anywhere else, but yeah.
Generally speaking, when the kids rock up to us, they might miss home a lot, or they may have not done a lot of things by themselves, have much independence. They also usually haven't lived out of home and with other people before. So usually over the 4 weeks, or whatever program you end up doing with us, we see them go from very much in their own head to very much becoming a community mind at the end, thinking about their mates, really, that sense of mateship and teamwork and community living and looking out for one another.
I went to Mount Binga 10 years ago this year. Since then, I've been back multiple times. I've had multiple siblings go and many friends in the cohorts of my siblings. And I truly would say that I've never heard a negative experience come out of a student who's leaned into Mount Binga. Time and time again, the transformations that you see in students that month away, it is remarkable. And I would attribute who I am today as a man in the working world and just as a person, I think you can backdate that to the experience that you have at Mount Binga. I truly stand by it as a time that you reflect on the experiences. There's always stories that come out of it. I run into friends today that I went to Mount Binga with and maybe I haven't seen them in a while. Some of them I'm still very good mates with. And the stories that we have of that month away are something that you hold very close to your heart. When I reflect now 10 years later of, just a 1 month experience and the influence that had on me in finishing school afterwards, massive, huge. And now who I am as an adult, I would still give massive, massive credit to the Mount Binga experience as a whole in shaping you to be who you are. I would say Mount Binga is the most influential experience that I had at school that made me the person that I am today.